from that space, when you look at the spiritual room, how does it feel? How does it go? When you look at the mental, the vocation, when you look at those 7 rooms all across, what does it reflect to you? How do you feel about now?
Interconnective, that each plays a role in, my whole well-being. It's a holistic experience, very organic in the sense that my spiritual room affects my financial room, it affects my romantic room, it affects my social networking. And if I'm not whole in all those rooms, there's something lacking, then I'm not as what's the word I'm looking for, engaged in my growth as I should be. And I think that all those rooms play just an intricate role in my overall well-being and my overall growth, so it's a beautiful thing. If one room is lacking a little bit, it's a pattern that can kind of spread throughout the whole house. It's each room has to be kind of weighted about the same. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It can't be 20 in one room, 40% in one room, 60% in this. You're off balance, So really, for a holistic experience, everything needs to be really kind of at equal playing ground, equal liberty, equal experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
None of it was interconnected to me. Really, it was connected to me, but it wasn't connected in the sense that I was able to feel the same weight and calmness afterwards. After I left all those rooms, they're all the same now. They all look the same to me, in the sense that they all bring me peace at the same level. I don't know if that makes sense, but.
Yes. Okay. What do you see? What do you project? What do you feel like the impact it may have from now on your everyday life?
Well, I think what the impact is I feel more power of the situation. I feel more powerful, as you would say. So, when I first walked in the room, it's like walking into a house you've never been in. You feel a little bit insecure. You don't know where to go. You don't know, what's in that corner, so what's behind the closet, that kind of experience. But now that I've been in all the rooms, I feel a level of control. Like I've made it my own. It's my house now. You know what I mean? It's my room, the financial room, the romance room is my room. And there's a lot of power in that. I'm not walking into a stranger's house. Does that make sense? There I go again.
Step down.
It's clarity. And there's a level of insecurity that's just kind of been lifted. When I use that example of going into a room you've never been in, you feel a little strange, you feel a little insecure. But once you start to really realize it's your energy, it's your room, it's your power, that insecurity just kind of goes away, so.
All we did is get rid of what stopped you to have control, what stops you to be in charge. You is you. No one has any authority over you for you not being you.
Right.
We bring you back that authority. It belongs to you. That's all
right.
we did. Whatever attachment, whatever from outside or even past conditioning, it's irrelevant. At the end of the day, all we want is being in control, being in charge.
Right.
Living from a place of being centered. I'm clear. I know my direction. I'm driven.
Right.
No one can stop me.
Sure.
And we can't walk away from it as soon as we aligned.
Right.
Now, the beauty is we definitely have not only congruency, alignment, but it's integrated. Through your words, I can hear it. And when I listen through your feelings, I can feel that it's embodied. Another word, we didn't only go through talking the walk, but now you're walking the talk.
Right.
And it's innate. You don't need to work on it. It just comes to you.
And another thing that comes to mind when coming into those rooms is, we walk into a room with so much clutter in the back of our heads. And when I walked into those rooms, I had that clutter. But when I got in there and the door shut, it was just me in my space in the room. There was no more noise, no more clutter. And then when you're able to leave that room, you kind of walk back out to a room and you don't see the clutter and the noise anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a freeing experience.
It is, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you so
Yep.
much for your feedback. It means a lot to me.